Alright. Y'all excited for this? Personally, I am. I'm really excited for this. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Alright, making sure everything sounds right. Alright. This should be fun. So as you can see by the screen behind me, welcome everyone to God of War. This is the 2018 or 2019. Oh, it's one of those years. I can't remember exactly. The game that won Game of the Year. So considered a masterpiece. It beat out Red Dead Redemption 2 for Game of the Year. And I got this game because I don't know about you, but I would like to have a game out there where we can go through a great story, go through some great characters, and just have an adventure and just do, solo streams. Because once again, you can only play, 2K and Fortnite and a bit of a mix of Rainbow Six Siege in there, right? You can only play those like 2 to 3 games so many times before it gets dull and dry, and you're doing the same things over again, and you're saying the same things over and again, like how I would fit 2K25, my wishes for 2K26, right? So this is something to separate from that. A single player game where we just sit back, we chill, and we just enjoy the story and just see what it has to offer. It's not as bombastic as 2K and Fortnite, but it's just calm. It's soothing. Just enjoy the story, sit back, get comfortable, and because, at least when I'm streaming this, I'm not sure when this will be up on the archive channel, but because around Black Friday and everything, which is tomorrow, because I'm doing this on Thanksgiving Day, because of Black Friday, I got the God of War bundle, where it's this game from, once again, 2018, 2019. I remember exactly the year, but I know it's one of those years. And it has to be 2018. Yeah, because Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man, the PS4 Insomniac game also came out the year. Whatever year it was, 2018, 2010, I know it's one of those years. We also got the God of War Ragnarok game as well in this bundle. So, if this series does well enough, if we enjoy this story enough, then we can immediately hop into the God of War Ragnarok sequel. So, yeah. So, without further ado, also, I guess one more disclaimer before we hop in. I am what you would call a God of War casual. I have never played any games. I do not know much about the story either. This would be my first God of War game. I was an Xbox person growing up, so as far as the gravity that the old God of War game has on the PS2, PS3 days, unfortunately, I was not supposed to those games at all, so you know what? I'm just curious to see what this game has to offer. I would like to start a game, yes, and give me a story, balanced experience, challenger, God of War. Give me stories for players who want to experience a story without too much of a gameplay challenge. Yes, please! I do! Like I said earlier, this is going to be a chill series where we just sit back, we enjoy a good story, and also, once again, like I just mentioned, this is my first God of War game, and I don't want to turn into, Elden Ring level of difficult. So yeah, give me a story. I'm excited. Y'all are? Hopefully it sounds good too. Also looks phenomenal. Like, these graphics are amazing. But that's what everyone said, right? The graphics look amazing. Alright, Swing the Leviathan Axe. The music is awesome. And yeah, you go from the main menu where the title screen to now gameplay. But it was a seamless transition where there's no frame drops, nothing. It just was a seamless transition. So this game just looks beautiful all through and through. Cutscene to gameplay, and there's no drop off. It's insane. I'm already into this. I'm very intrigued already, and we're barely a minute in. But the music and graphics are already hooking me in. Now let's get to the great story that I've heard so much about. Of how it's one of the best stories in all of gaming. I have high expectations. I've seen some good stories, especially gaming-wise. I still think one of the best story-based games I've ever played is Last of Us 1. I think that is of the magnum opus of story-based games in gaming history, is Last of Us 1.
Found some.
Part 2 does some things better and some things worse. It does 1-2 things better, but it also takes like 1-2 steps back. So yeah. So, I want to put it up to the Last of Us standards, but we'll see. Let's move. Look at this. Carrying a giant tree in the woods, and he just carries it just on one shoulder. And that's just good enough. That is the true definition of God powers. Right? Just rest on his shoulder.
Boy. That is enough.
What would have been cool is just to show off the amount of strength that Kratos, like God, has. Is take inspiration from Rock Lee from OG Naruto and the Chunin exams.
Did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy.
I also don't want to talk while they're talking.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, as I was saying, have some inspiration from Rock Lee and OG Naruto and the Chunin exams, where, you know, he takes the weights off and, you know, you don't really think of it too much. Oh, how much is that weight, you know, actually limiting you and handicapping you? And even the characters like acknowledge it, like, oh, there's no way that weight is really that much. But as soon as Rock Lee drops the weights, there's like a huge explosion showing how much he was really limited. So do that same thing with Kratos, where he dropped the tree on the bridge like collapses, showing how heavy the tree is and how he's able to lift it so effortlessly. That would be cool. But yeah, Christopher Judge is the voice of Kratos, and he's already doing amazing. And yeah, I'm going to try not to talk while they are talking, because once again, want to get invested in the story. And kind of hard to do that if I'm talking over them. So it's got to be a collaborative effort.
That was the last.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. 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 Oh, there do they call to me.
So ominous and just dark. I love it.
She's ready.
Is this worth Game of the Year? So far, yes. Like, give it Game of the Year off music alone. I said this already. The music is already phenomenal.
You are free.
Already, maybe one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. That goes for gaming, movies, TV shows, anything. Like, it is already that peak. And we barely heard, what, like 2 songs? And I'm already going to stretch and say, this is one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. Composer is Bear McCreary? Yeah. Phenomenal job already. Now just hope everything's amazing. I blushed about the graphics, the music especially.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife. It was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
She knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
But yeah, I blushed about the graphics, the music. If the story follows suit and does everything like we've presented so far, yeah, 100% worth Game of the Year. Maybe one of my favorite games ever. I'm not gonna go that far yet because we haven't played the game
What are we
yet.
hunting?
You are hunting deer.
But it's been a great start.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Fair enough.
This way.
That's something I would say. Where do we go? In the direction you need to go. Just be total blunt, sarcastic. That's something I would say.
Father, why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt. What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
Look around and at this camera settings. Camera sensitivity at 5, that sounds fine. Invert off 100%. Yeah, sounds fine. Ooh, cool. Also, in snow, do we leave footprints? It doesn't seem like it. Or maybe we do, I'm not noticing. No, it doesn't seem like it. Damn it! But that's something that I'm one of those people where if you're going through a snowy environment, I look down to see if my character leaves footprints. I did that with Uncharted 4 when we were in Scotland. Right? Because that's great attention to detail. It's not something that impacts the game or impacts the player's experience or anything like that, but just adds another sense of immersion. Where it's like, oh yeah, the developers went through the trouble in making sure where you walk on has weight and has footprints. Right? Doesn't impact the gameplay or anything, but it's just something that is
More
attention to
tracks?
detail.
Yeah, but they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh, now what?
Oh, wait. Oh, here I leave footprints. So I guess the snow wasn't thick enough? Okay. Nice. See? Attention to detail.
This way, boy.
Hup. Oh. Wait, deer tracks. They're fresh. This way.
I'm not sure if I like that. We'll see. But I'm not sure if I like circle being jump through gaps. I'll prefer that to be Ets because... Yeah, can we change that? Just my heart of heart, I consider like, you know, jumping or climbing through things should always be Ets and not circle. Can we change that? Flipped. Okay. Yeah. Because...
Found it.
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Let's see.
Yes, Father.
Is that better? Yeah, that's so much better. Yeah. Because, like, that will just ruin... That will just, like, mess with my mind. Where I want to jump through and climb up that ledge, but instantly I'll just be pressing X because that's just the jump mechanic in just any game in existence. So it to be on a different button would just mess with my mind. Can't go down there yet. So yeah, that's definitely so much better.
Broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Equip the Leviathan axe.
Wow.
Go.
Oh.
Recall the axe. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
It is.
Hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
Thank you. I know my camera was flickering during that cutscene. Okay, but can I do that again? I want to call the ads back because that was so cool. If you cannot tell from my reaction.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Alright, R1 for light tech and heavy. Alright.
Father, above you!
Alright, let's try heavy attack. Let's all yats. Oh my god. Hee! Get fucked up! Oh my god. Throwing the ats is so much fun. And then block. Alright, this is block. Alright. And then what about evade? I'm holding. Oh, okay, I see. It wasn't hold down on left stick, it was flick it to the side of where you want to evade, okay. And yeah, this is so much better. Because otherwise it would have been X is, you know, the dodge mechanic. And circle would have been jump. This feels so much better. Because I want to say circle was also dodge in Elden Ring. Even though I didn't play it that much. Still remember it. Alright. So, if we can throw the axe. Can I get a 2? Nice. Alright. Sick. So much fun.
They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
Obviously, I could have taken them out a lot sooner, but I want to take my time just so I can get used to the gameplay mechanics. But yeah, if we now throw it now, I don't know if I show it well enough on camera, but if we throw the axe, ridiculous distance, but if we then recall it, there's a controller vibration. And it feels so nice because the controller vibration gets stronger as the axe gets closer to you. Like, it starts off light, strong, and it feels like there's actual weight to the axe as you throw it. And obviously, I'm gonna call comparisons to Thor's Mjolnir. Same thing, where you throw it, and you recall it. Ridiculously satisfying. Yeah, that is fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the combat.
Here's this way. I can see more tracks.
I would like to explore, boy.
Or we can follow you.
Exactly. That's exactly what you should do. I mean, probably a good idea to follow the person with the axe. I mean, just a thought.
Mind the edge, boy.
Can I drop down, or is that certain death? I'm assuming certain death. Oh, what's here? Climb the chain. What is down here? Also, I hope with all this free roam exploration, I do not get lost. Because... oh. Slightly harder. Okay. But we're good. But yeah, I hope with all this free roam exploration, I do not lose my
They were starving.
track.
Yes.
And I forget where I'm going. Because I'm definitely prone to do that in games where I see the main objective, I see where the game wants me to go, but then I see this branching path, so, oh, let me do this optional stuff first. And then I forget, okay, now how do I get to the main path?
What?
He can no longer use it. We can.
So yeah, I hope I do not get lost. Alright, I think that's everything here. Unless there's something behind the waterfall. So yeah, I hope I do not get lost with all this free roam. Because it can very easily, at least this is just me, it can easily get overwhelming being an open world where it's like, oh, you can go everywhere, you can go to the main objectives, but you also have these optional objectives you can go to, and free exploration, and you get rewarded for, you know, exploring, right? You know, Atreus literally said, you know, the deer tracks this way, where are you going? I guess I'll follow you, and then we got rewards from it. So, it's incentivized the player to see and explore as much as possible and do the optional stuff. So I hope just it doesn't get so confusing and so overwhelming where I have no idea where I'm going anymore. Like, is that where I'm supposed to go with the axe? But what about this path? I hope it's not confusing.
Up there. He went to the old temple. But Mom told me never to go in there.
Okay, well, that
do
seems
what
like, once again,
please, boy.
that seems like where the story wants me to go. But I want to go over here. Look at that range. Oh, do we have a puzzle?
Should we be in here?
1 of 3 seals destroyed. 2 and 3. Nice! That's fun. I guarantee those puzzles are going to get a lot harder though, so I am celebrating. I'm celebrating my small victories when I can, because I'm sure to find those blue pot seals, they're going to be very, very hidden, and I'm sure the time that's going to be a lot shorter. So I'm celebrating small victories when I can, because I feel there may be a point, just out of fear, that we may not even have time to complete them because they're just so hard to find. A dun apple. You've collected 1 of 3. A dun apples? I don't know. That's just how it's spelled. Increase your maximum health. Nice. Choice for the gods. Find the 9 total apples in the world and chest locked by magic. Everything you look at will increase your maximum health. Nice. Love to see that. Alright, once again, optional objective, but we got some treasures, so worth it. So we went there, and there. This is where the story wants us to go. It sucks I don't have a sprint. This is as fast as I can go. Unless I have a sprint later on.
Look. Can I have my bow back now?
Can you hit it from here?
We should get closer.
Where is it? Am I blind or do I just not see it? Also, I see his chain. Can we shoot this? Nope. Okay.
I went hunting
Well,
with
worth
Mother
an
a bunch of
attempt.
times. He never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay.
This looks like a combat arena. Yep. Called it. Enemy health bar. Okay, well, I could have assumed that. That's cool. So I can throw the axe, and when I recall it, it does even more damage. That's cool. Right? See, I missed the initial throw, but me throwing the axe back hit him. So that's nice. Alright, anyone else? Anyone else want to tussle with the muscle? Quite literally, because I'm a god. Come on, you're weak! Give me stronger enemies. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. Not yet, because it looks like there's other stuff here. Not now, phone. I'll deal with you later, in a minute. I'm busy streaming, feeling like a god.
It's open.
And that's glowing, so...
You froze it in place.
I did. I did do that. But wait a minute. How long is that going to stay there? Is it there until I recall it? That's crazy. Do I have to unlock it? Nope. Easy taken. Only Hacksilver? That's all you had? That's disappointing. So what's back here? Right, what's back here behind this door if this is where we have to go?
Nice.
Right, what's back there? It's just, I assume it's just the back way we came.
I think he's this way.
Where am I going? Do you not see this big glowing fire chest? More Hacksilver. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's just going back. What's up here? Can't break that. Can I do anything? Ha! Tricky little puzzle. I'm glad I looked up. Anything else in here? I have to look up. Make sure I don't miss anything. Alright. There's something up here. That is a very ominous looking door. Clearly that's going to be something good, right? You don't just have this door here, just out in the open, and it doesn't give you something good.
Here. Boy.
Oh, look! It's Skull and Hati, the giant wolves who chase the sun and moon. Where did they come from? How did they get up there? What's happening there at the end? They eat the sun and moon? And then everybody fights?
Every shrine tells a story of a giant of legend. The giants left behind shrines that tell stories from their history. I had lovely stories when Mom told them. Let's see how many we can find. I assume that's Atreus talking. And now I have these objectives with kill wolves, kill draugrs, and kill enemies. For X amount of XP. Nice. I'm assuming we don't have any armor yet. Yep. Skill points. Hooks, combat. Leviathan Ats. So, the XP is how we get the upgrades. Okay. So that's good to know. Wolf Giants. Skullclap chases the sun and Hades the moon. What happens when they catch their prey? It looks like a massive fight. Odin, Thor, the world serpent, could it be? Is that it? Just gave me a lore, an Easter egg for me to chew on? Alright. I mean, that's cool, but I was kind of expecting, treasures, Okay. I was like, wait, how do we open it again? That's right. How did I miss that? Right. Oops. I had a trigger finger. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to crush you, boy, in the gate. I meant to hit circle to leave the chain, but I hit both buttons at the same time because I hit you trigger finger. Alright, let's continue on now to the story. Y'all enjoying so far? Hope so.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in. Feet solid. Steady yourself.
I got it.
Good.
That was the game controlling me. I just had to press the square button.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Hello! We got a mini boss fight? Okay!
We're gonna fight that?
We have no choice.
Music is awesome! Atreus arrows. Command Atreus to shoot arrows. I mean, do I have to command Atreus? I feel like I can handle the combat on my own. I'm doing just fine so far. I'm gonna see if I can just ignore him. Right? I'm gonna see if I can just do it myself. Come here.
Okay, just tell me when to shoot.
Right? Let me just take the damage off him myself. We're doing fine. You're not. Are you hitting him? I'm not telling you to hit him. If you're doing it, you're doing it on your own. I'm watching. I got it. He's already almost dead. At the bottom of the screen. Really, game? Like I couldn't tell. I mean, I was wondering what that big bar at the bottom of our screen was with his name and a bar that was periodically going down the more I hit him. Got it! See, I didn't need to trace at all. I was doing it myself. My God.
That's what you did!
Boy.
You didn't do anything.
Think I'm afraid of you! You're nothing to me!
Boy, look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy.
I think I did that with not getting hit, right?
We did it.
I want to say I did that without getting hit. Perfect run.
You are not ready.
What? Are you serious? I found the deer. I proved myself. How am I not ready?
We are going home.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I can do this.
You are not ready.
Combat's really fun.
Do not speak again.
That was awesome. That was an adrenaline rush of constantly keeping the fast-paced action of having to spin and dodge his like swinging with the like totem pole or whatever that was he had, while also throwing the axe like Thor and then recalling it back and throwing again. Very fun. Is there anything else here, or am I just going back? Alright. So yeah, what do I need Atreus for? Given that tutorial of, oh, you know, hit square to, you know, have Atreus help you out during the combat. It's like, I don't need him! I did just fine on my own, thank you. Oh my god! That was brutal! Kratos, you didn't have to go that hard on him! Showing no mercy!
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
I guess I need something special to open that door. I hope I remember to come, when I remember that, I hope I remember to come back here. And I don't forget when I am able to open those doors. Oh. Okay, I was seeing... Man, I want to see if I can, like... I think that was the first time I ever got hit in this game. Man, I'm trying to do cool stuff. But I want to see if I could jump and, like, you know, spike the axe down. That would be really cool.
The axe isn't working!
Oh, so this is where I need Atreus for. Yep. So I can't do any damage to him. Nice. See, I can't do any damage to the frozen guys. So that's the only time where
And I told you.
Atreus has to come in handy, because that's a game forcing me as a player to have Atreus involved, because if he wasn't involved at all, then there would be no point of having the companion. So that's annoying that the game is forcing you to involve your companion.
But why would a fire troll burn Mother's garden? And since when are Draugr so close to the house? And what was that frozen thing that attacked us?
I do not know. Now be silent. We are almost home.
Well, we're right here. I'm assuming it's home because this looks very familiar. But, yeah, this is not the first game that has done like this mechanic where, oh, let's go on an adventure and here's your child or here's your companion, where they assist you in... Shut up, Atreus. I'm talking. When they assist you in combat or they assist you on your adventure, right? The Last of Us is a prime example of a game doing that very well. But so far, this is just a small nitpick. As much as I, gave this game praises so far, is the game forcing me as the player to involve the companion, right? Like, in situations when you're Joel in The Last of Us and you have Ellie around, you can have Ellie, get involved in combat if needed, but you also could get through the story, while ignoring Ellie and just using Joel throughout, right? That was possible. The only time where the game forced you to play as Ellie in The Last of Us 1 is when Joel was out of commission and you were playing as Ellie in that section. That's the time when the game forced you to switch sides, right? But here, you have the companion, but it's forcing me as a player to involve Atreus in some way, right? Because I can't have a combat of my own very clearly without involving him. With a certain amount of enemy, I need to involve Atreus all, because once again, there's no point in having a companion there if I as a player can deal with it on my own. So That's a small nitpick I have. Is I wish the game doesn't force me as a player to do something that I don't want to do. Like, let me have the freeman choice of when I want to have involved Atreus. If I want to get through sections that involve Atreus at all, let me do that. But if I want to use Atreus as much as I want, and I barely even use Kratos, let me also do that. Don't have me pick a side. Where, oh, present this enemy, and Kratos is completely worthless. Then I have to use Atreus to get through this area. So once again, very small nitpick. But I'm bringing it up anyways, because if I don't, then I'm going to be annoyed being like, I should have brought this up. Once again, small nitpick. How much have I already said this game's praises in the first, 50 minutes? Right? How much have I already praised this game? And that is just one small nitpick. So it just shows you way more positives so far. You can stop flickering, camera.
You lost control.
That thing was trying to kill us. It's not like you don't get angry in a fight.
Anger can be a weapon. If you control it, use it. You clearly cannot.
I haven't been sick in a long time. I'm better now.
Fine. Come on then.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to try.
Ow! What are you...
Try again.
Why are you doing that?
Too slow. Try again.
Cut it out!
Weak. Again.
I'm not even doing this. It's a game on its own.
Your anger. You can get lost in it. The path ahead is difficult. And you, Atreus, are clearly not ready.
What was that?
Quiet.
Come on out! No use hiding anymore. I know who you are.
What's going on? Do you know him?
More importantly, I know what you are.
Boy, beneath the floor. Now.
But you told me never to go down there. Who is that?
I do not know.
What's he talking about?
I do not know. Get in.
Just tell me what I want to know. No need for this to get bloody.
I'm very curious what's going on. Hello.
I thought you'd be bigger. But you're definitely the one.
That voice is very
Long
familiar.
way from home, aren't you?
What do you want?
Oh, you already know the answer to that.
Whatever it is you seek, I do not have it. You should move on.
And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us, so much smarter. And yet you hide out here in the woods, like a coward.
You do not want this fight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
Leave my home.
You are going to have to kill me for that to happen.
I warned you.
Finally.
listen.
God, that...
Fine. My turn.
Damn! Alright, let's go. But yeah, that voice is so familiar. It's Jeremy Davies. But, God, I feel like I've heard that voice before from something. But I looked it up and I can't find anything.
Come on, then.
So yeah, it's Jeremy Davies. Great voice actor, by the way. But like, he sounds familiar. Like, I feel like I've heard him in something before. His voice just sounds so familiar. It's the iconic voice where, like, he has a raspy kind of voice where, like, it is familiar. It sticks in your head. Alright. I can't use the apps or anything, I'm assuming.
Are you even trying?
Yeah, it doesn't really do much. Yeah, my attacks do not do much damage. This really does help, but nothing powerful. Damn, we're doing traversal air attacks? When did this turn into Dragon Ball?
Why are there two beds in
Punch him, punch out.
Leave my
He just suplexed me. And think about it, Kratos is a god and getting thrown around like this.
Who are you hiding?
slow and old? You should never have come to Midgard.
And he healed.
So, care to try again?
So he's just like an anime villain. Right, just like an anime villain where you do so much damage you're like, oh, I'm gonna change my form, or, you know, that's all you got kind of thing.
Talk? Fine. Maybe whoever it is you've got stashed in that house will.
Spawn and rage! We're using a tree as a battering ram!
Let's find out.
Oh my! This is... Am I'm just like totally lost for words right now. I can't even put a sentence together because this is maybe the most absurd and crazy fight I've ever seen in any game. Actually, no, not just games. Movies, shows, anything. This is by far one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. This is what I wanted Dragon Ball Z to be. I wanted fights like this. When people say Dragon Ball Z, see, I'm like, it ain't really that bad. It ain't really that all that. This is the type of fights I want to see in Dragon Ball Z. And I feel like this is the type of fights that people consider Dragon Ball Z to be. Well, alright. Are you done? Are you satisfied? Let me guess. Just like any game, he's going to appear from behind me, and the fight's not going to be over. Yep!
So soon? When Odin sent me here, I just needed answers, but you had to act all proud. Throw whatever you have at me. I'll keep coming. That old body will give out. But before I end this, I want you to know one thing. I can't feel any of this. You've seen it with your own eyes. You can't hurt me. Nothing can. This fight is pointless. Your struggle is pointless. It didn't have to be this way. Pathetic! You can't win! I feel nothing! But you feel everything, yet you keep trying. I'm not...
Oh, I just healed. I have a healing power too.
Given me what I wanted, it wouldn't have ended this way. But no. Let's finish this.
Are we actually finishing it? Or is this, once again, Anime 101 where you have a huge, drawn-out, set-piece fight, and it's like, let's end this. And just to make it seem like the fight's over, but in actuality, we're just getting started. It's just like in Dragon Ball Z where Frieza said, oh, I'm gonna blow up the planet Namek in 5 minutes. And it ended up being like, what? Another like 30 or 40 episodes of Dragon Ball Z before something happens. So is it just like that? I mean, this fight is taking inspirations from Dragon Ball, just saying. So wouldn't shock me if you take that inspiration, where things are drawn out, where time is meaningless. He just phased through the rock. Is that a glitch? I'm not controlling the game anymore. So while I'm not controlling the game,
I'd hope that you, of everyone I've faced, would finally make me feel something, but you can't.
oh,
Come on, do it!
I wonder if I wait a certain amount of time, does he like break out and I fail? Right? If I wait like a minute, does he break out and it's like a certain death? Okay, doesn't seem like it. I want to test it to see, oh, you waited long enough and you failed. Because that would have been cool to see. Oh, you waited too long to hit the button, so now it's a certain death. Where Boulder snaps your neck if you fail. If you don't time it correctly or in time. And yeah, that's his name. The Stranger Baldur.
Was he?
Found out when I found out the voice actor was Jamie Davies. Once again, very familiar voice. I feel like I've heard it from somewhere, but I looked up, I'm like, nothing? Really?
Time.
But yeah, Baldur.
What do I do? Our son is not ready to carry your ashes to the top of the mountain. Ah. And neither am I. I do not know how to do this without you.
And just like that, all the blood is just gone. Like nothing happened.
But we cannot stay here.
It's like instead of fighting, we were out getting tea.
Boy.
There was so much. I thought. You're all right.
I am all right. Come. Gather your things. We are leaving.
Thought I wasn't ready.
You are not. We have no choice now. Prove me wrong.
Yes, sir. The mountain. It's gonna be a long trip.
Yes, but an important one.
Whoa. How did this happen?
So that's the end of the journey, is that mountaintop right there. This is a long game, I have heard. Oh yeah, that.
Who was he?
I do not know.
I didn't know it was. We're nobodies. Did you kill him?
I did what had to be done.
Could have died. Never leave me alone again. All right?
All right. Up.
You've had to kill people before, haven't you? You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals, I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. Do not allow yourself to feel for them. They will not feel for you.
I understand. Has he been here all this time? Why don't you help me up there? I can get a better look.
Alright, guess we'll boost you up then. Camera, can you stop with the flickering?
Okay.
I'll much
I wanna
appreciate
go from
it.
here, except across this bridge.
Okay, that doesn't do anything. What are you? Let's see, that's the chain. I'm sure he's gonna throw down. What else is around here? You have to do a lot of exploring. Why is that there? How do I get it to go down? How do I get the bridge to go down?
Think you can lower
Ah! I was right next to it.
Made it! Callisto!
Boy,
Yes, sir.
I was right next to it. I'm like, huh, where do I go to bring the bridge down? Oh, look, a foot next to me. God damn it.
Wait! How are you gonna get across now?
Ah. Whoops. Did not realize that I bring the bridge back up. I'm making mistakes in this section. I'm able to handle enemies totally fine, right? And I'm able to take out a mini-boss without getting hit. But when it comes to a simple wheel mechanism, nope, that's where I fail. And now release it. Atreus, get out of my way.
Father, will we see others on the road?
yes,
Friendly?
no,
They'll try and rob us?
possibly. Yes.
Oh.
Also, it's very interesting seeing these yellow markings of where to climb. A ton of games do that, where they give you hints of where to go, what you're able to climb. Because I brought up before when I was playing Uncharted 4 of how, you know, anything you saw at the mountaintops that was white, you can climb. So I guess in The Last of Us 1, I guess, the same can be said with, you know, it was also painted a yellow color. So, I guess whenever we see something yellow, that means what we can climb. Alright. Good to know.
Look. All this time, there's been a protection stave around our entire woods. But the stave's broken there. Did you cut those down?
She had marked the tree she wished used for her pyre.
Why'd you do that?
Come. No looking back now.
In case it didn't already need to be said, the game is beautiful to look at. I mean, just look at that. That is ridiculously good looking. And you know what? I feel like that is where we are going to end it for now. We've been streaming for about an hour. We're still very early on in the introduction phase. We just started, you know, the journey where we venture off to the top of the mountain. So it's like a good hour chunk just getting introduced to the series, the characters, and what the journey is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time for more God of War. And I guess one more final point about God of War, one final tidbit to leave off on. Assuming we do play through this game, we do have a playthrough of it, and then we transition to God of War Ragnarok, there is since God of War Ragnarok has Thor, Thor's hammer you can get. So should I get Thor's hammer and just have it as like a prop on stream during the Ragnarok streams? Or maybe also we show it off on the God of War streams. I don't know. Let me know about that. I'm curious on that. So, yep, I guess this is part 1, potentially, of God of War.